episode number 60 of Travel Talk. Today's episode is wonderfully titled Gloria, the Teneriffe Sheep, which is an amazing title for many, many reasons. One, I was in Australia, not Tenerife. Two, sheep. Three, Gloria. Altogether, Gloria, the Teneriffe Sheep. So yeah, you know it's going to be good when there's a sheep in the title, obviously. Woke up that day about 10 o'clock. This probably marks about a week in Brisbane now. So I've seen a fair bit, I suppose, but you know, I'm still seeing bits I hadn't seen. Woke up about 10 because, again, the wonderful people in the dorm room with me, aka the ugly French girls, had decided to come in at 2:30 and wake me up again. Whoa! God bless them, the foreigners. I get that people have fun at the weekend. Obviously, this was a Sunday, but waking me up with their banging and their crashing and all that other crap is very inconsiderate. And it wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't in an 8-person dorm much longer than this. I stayed in a hostel for a month and a half, and I was in an 8-person dorm for like 10 days of it, maybe. So the rest of it couldn't be bothered. People are annoying. By that day, I'm pretty sure I wanted to deport the French girls and the Italian guys from my room, and that was all fun. Don't get me wrong, I met a lot of nice people in hostels. These 5 weren't though. These 5 were dicks. Like, if their family tree was a cactus, it wouldn't surprise me, because they were all pricks. So, yeah. But anyway, back to the wonderful sheep. Knowing that they were going to be there most of the day, you know, sleeping off the hangover and everything, I decided I was going to get out as soon as I could. And just walked, really. We left the hostel, turned left, and just kept walking. Walked in the opposite direction to which I've genuinely been doing. Basically, where my hostel was, if you went right, it was the town centre. If you went left, it was the other stuff. So, went left and kept walking. And after about 20 minutes, I came across a place called Teneriffe. But the catch here is it's got 2 F's. So, basically, it's Teneriffe, but you have to pronounce it Teneriffe. Riff. Or this is how I got told it when I went to a shop there. And I said, oh, there's a Teneriffe, you know, in Europe. And they were like, no, this is Teneriffe. I was like, oh, okay. That ruined it. Teneriffe was seemingly upmarket neighbourhood in Brisbane. It's kind of where all the wealthy and well-off people live. Their houses are all massive. They're all like 3 stories. And they're all well-maintained and balconies, swimming pools, whatever you fancy, really. You know, all the nice cars were driving past. It's the type of house that you kind of dream of owning, yet unless you win the lottery, I've got a funny feeling you ain't. So, it's one of those things. Anyway, next to these houses, homes of leisure, if you will. Google Maps described to me this place called Teneriffe Park. I can't be asked to say Teneriffe. Teneriffe's going to be the way I say it. Teneriffe Park. Now, I'm not going to be funny with you. What Google Maps thinks is a park. Yeah, in a park. It was basically like something at the Jungle Book, and I thought if I went in there, I was going to get bitten by about 18 different animals, wildlife, snakes, spiders, all that kind of wonderful stuff. It was all like dirt trails, and it looked like if I went in there, I was going to break an ankle as well. So, didn't go in there, shocking as that may be. Kept walking, with the so-called park well behind me. Made my way towards Brisbane River, which is about 5 minutes from the so-called park. And stopped at this shop. This is where the shopkeeper told me I was saying it wrong. They've got a bottle of water and a Milky Bar. Now, I'm not being funny. If your clientele are buying a bottle of water and a Milky Bar, I don't think they really care what they're going to say. So yes, I was told by this shopkeeper that it's not Teneriffe, it's Teneriffe. So I was like, okay. I don't really see what the difference is, but whoa. What surprised me about it was like how high society it was, and like they were selling me a Milky Bar. And this geezer's getting the ump with me. I was like, okay, fair enough. It was like the Hollywood of Brisbane, obviously. I felt like my Milky Bar was going to be taken off of me at one point. I was like, oh, right, am I not posh enough to buy a Milky Bar? Might have to go and buy a Ferrero Rocher instead. So, I took my bottle of water and my Milky Bar and walked out of the shop. Paid for it, didn't walk out. But now there. And quickly made my way towards the river, watching all the boats go by, and started making my way back to the hostel. And I realised by now I'd actually seen quite a bit of the river. In fact, I could probably name every park that borders it for a good few miles after the first week I'd had. However, walking along the bit next to the riverside, that's the word I'm looking for, I did indeed come up to what was basically a local celebrity. And Gloria, the Teneriffe sheep, or as I would say it, Teneriffe sheep, because I'm not strange like that part of Australia is apparently. She represents the wool industry that thrived in that area in like I think it's 1900s, 1920s maybe. So basically there's this massive metal, I'll put a photo at the end anyway. There's this massive metal sheep and she's got a little plaque next to her, and I think it looks like she's about 7-8 foot tall anyway. So yeah, she's like a local celebrity in Teneriffe. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone needs a big metal silver sheep. To be honest, I feel like everywhere in the world is missing out if I don't have one. If I get elected in 2020, obviously there will be a silver sheep in every constituency. It's my election promise. Donald Trump can't give you no sheep, but I can. So that seems fair. Yeah, vote for me. But I did learn my lesson, because obviously 10 minutes later I was in another park. Because apparently, basically at this point I was addicted to parks and Milky Bars. So I had a strange addiction on Domino's pizza. Obviously, Domino's was life at this point. So yeah, this next park was called Waterfront Park because, surprise, surprise, it was on the waterfront. I know how shocking that may be. Yeah, this was a pretty poor park. There were, however, swings, and I went on the swings, and that's the impressive bit of that park. Swings. Who loves swings? Before making my way back to the hostel, no more parks, don't worry. I went to a Woolworths to buy some shopping, and got back about 2-3 o'clock sort of time. Decided because all the foreign, French, Italian drunkies were still half asleep and half of them were snoring, I was going to go and do my laundry so I didn't have to sit in there with them. So I spent the next 2 hours washing clothes, which probably was more fun than actually going out with the French and the Italians. So, yeah, all good. So yeah, lunch-wise that day I had unexpected. This is going to be unexpected. Lunch I had salad, some banana bread and some water. So tonight it was at Domino's again because I love the Domino's. It's pretty bad, to be fair, how much. If you worked out how much cooked pizza I consumed in a month and a half, it's ridiculous because it was pretty much every night. It was mad. I feel bad for myself. Shocking. God bless Australia though, and its cheap pizza. It got me through. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna pretend I didn't enjoy it. So yeah, I finished my little epic dinner and headed back for another early night, hoping this time I'd actually get some sleep. And basically, if anyone made some noise tonight, I felt like I was going to jump out of the bed and throw them out the window, which actually happened. No, it didn't. I'm lying. It didn't happen. But yeah, I had another job interview the next day, so that would have been that was quite good. So obviously, wanted to be well rested for that. But that was the opposite side of Brisbane, so I had to get up quite early. So I had to be like up and gone for like 9 o'clock. So yeah, I had a lot to do the next day. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed hearing about me wandering around a lot more parks, because basically that was Brisbane. Brisbane is a big lot of parks. And a big sheep called Gloria. Oh, and Teneriffe. Take these things from this video. Teneriffe, Gloria the sheep, and lots of parks. That is how you learn. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you next time. So yeah.